position black sacrificed. The Rook! The Rook! My Rook! The Rook! The Rook! The Rook!
The Rook is an amazing piece. It is only second to the Queen, and many would say that this is their favorite piece. It is an icon of chess. But what if we upgraded? A long time ago, nearly 5,000 years back in India, there was a game called Chaturanga. And in this game, there is a piece called Ratha, which means chariot, that later evolved to become Rook in Persia and Rook in modern chess. Now, if you take the Rook and show it to somebody who has never played chess and ask what is this piece called, most of the time they will say either castle or tower. And if you take the word rook and search in the English dictionary, the rook is a bird. And in modern chess, the rook is essentially a tower that can move. Since the origin of the rook is so confusing, let's just stick to the fact that the rook is a tower. So the rook in modern chess is already a very powerful piece. It can move horizontally and vertically however far it wants. But we can make it better. We can make it into a Rookinator. So with that idea in mind, we are going to give the Rook two new abilities, which are shooting and launching. So for the first ability, shooting. You see that balcony on the top of the Rook? Put a cannon on it. Bam! Now it can shoot Rook balls. So for the first rule of shooting, the Rook can shoot Rook balls as far as 3 squares in any direction it can move, 2 squares diagonally, or like a knight. This is the squares that it can reach. Looking at it, I think I might have made it too OP, but it only adds to the fun. And for the second rule, the Rook can shoot over one friendly piece and shoots the first piece it sees. So for instance, in this example, the Rook can shoot over this pawn and will hit this pawn. It cannot hit this Rook because it will only hit the first piece it sees. For the launching ability, we have added a cannon to the top of the Rook, so why not make it launch pieces too? The first rule is the Rook can shoot any piece around it as far as 2 squares into any direction, whether it's horizontally, diagonally, or even vertically. So, for example, this pawn, you load it to the cannon and boom, it can shoot it here. It can shoot it here or wherever you want, but that also means that pawn can be shot backwards. So to show you how OP this ability is, I'll give you a position. For example, in this instance, there's a knight, there's a rook, and the king is in the corner. If the knight can go here, then it would be a smarter checkmate. But it can't. Or can it? If you load the knight to the cannon and shoot it 2 squares diagonally, it delivers a checkmate to the king. But there's another rule in the launching ability. If you launch a piece, that piece cannot capture another piece. For example, in this position, you might say that you can just load in this knight and deliver checkmate by taking the pawn. But you can't. Because that's the rule. You can't capture the opponent's pieces. Since if the piece can't capture the opponent's pieces, it'll be a little too OP. So because I can't code, I can only play this game in the chess.com analysis board. If any of you can code, I'm giving you the idea of an upgraded Rook. If any of you can code this, it will be completely hilarious. I mean, just imagine shooting a Rook ball and a Rook launching a knight over the board. I mean, it will be completely hilarious. I want to look at that. Alright, so that's it. Bye-bye.